Welcome back to Barrel Brothers, and today we're back on the Equipo ones and the Phantoms. Phantom goes to war. Also a very cool wheel. Alrighty, so all the lips are drilled up, ready to go. My blasting effort was a little half-hearted. I mean, admittedly, it was bloody hard to get the stuff off, but as you can see here, we've got some stuff left on here. I think these could have another go at them. In the back, that probably needs a bit of a clean up. That's what we're going to start with. And really, the trick with doing these wheels well is to get them clean. Get them clean, like absolutely spotless, down to their undies. Once that's done, then we can start building them back up again. There's quite a few casting marks on these things, so I thought what I might do is dig out the old file and smooth them all out. Only 3 more to do. That's a lot better. See, the casting dag gone off the edges. All nice and smooth now. Very nice. See it against my finger there. Quite a dag. Well, we've got them all apart. Now's the best time to do it. Wasn't Mr. Rigby, wasn't Mr. Swaddling. Would be proud of me. See, I'm not dragging it back across, I'm just doing it one way. Mr. Swaddling did tech drawing, I remember that. Mr. Rigby was PE. There's that trip up to Snow, guys, if you're still alive. Mind you, that was back in the day when they actually did this stuff. I don't know if they do it at school anymore, because it's far too dangerous for the poor dears, you know. Somebody might get injured or offended, even worse. But yeah, back in the day, that's what we did. I actually did cooking class, elected for that one term, because for the simple reason that's where all the girls were. Simple when you think about it, isn't it? But it was very, that was it, you know, it was very sexist back in those days. It was, yeah. The next part of the process is we've got to assemble them ready for welding. So let's get stuck into that. Just love wedging themselves together, these things. At this stage of the game, we're just using old bolts to hold everything together. Old short bolts. Bin. They don't have to be torqued up to any specific tightness. Just put together so we can, and then so they're held together when we weld. Only 7 more to do. Looks like a different day, doesn't it? That's because it is. As I was putting these guys together, back up to the blaster. Let's finish them off. Got a little bit of an edge here, we'll take that off. U-Butte rotary deburrer. Into the recycling. I think I might have mixed these up. It's not too bad. Cool. Ooh, that one doesn't. I don't think that one goes on this one. Let's try sliding it around a bit. Good. Oh, almost. All right, we'll try that on that one and try this one on this one. It's very good. There's still some black in the back of these that hasn't been blasted off, you know, and I just cannot get rid of it. So it's going to stay there. This is the one with a bit of corrosion down here. So I'd say this one was sitting like this with water in that corner. I'll do it close up. A nice bit of pitting from them sitting. Alright, so we've got one more thing to do. Where the hell did I put the wheel? I thought I brought it around here, but next to the camera. So we've got one more thing to do, which is the easiest way to do it is stick it into this bloke here. See, it says for weld. And we just clean up that weld area. Make sure there's no loose garbage there. It's nice, clean metal, ready for welding. No dust, no nothing. And no sand, because welders are a fickle bunch. And they're quite highly strung, so they need to have all this stuff done for them so they can just sit down, plonk. So I tend to be a little bit chubby because they sit on their bums all the time, and weld it all up, you see. And this is because of all the sand in their eyes from welder flash, you know, sand in their eyes, okay? Right, this one's ready to weld. Only 7 more to do. You watch, nobody will even come to weld anything after that last little statement. It's a joke. Stop being so precious, you welders out there. When you're doing stuff like this, also when you're spinning up, you're making sure that they're straight as well. You know, you might have missed something, or it might need a little bit of a tickle up, but these are 1, 2, 3, 4, bang on. We'll do the other 4, and then we'll be good to go. As you can see, El's here doing a bit of bar welding for me. The lovely buzz of welding. Such great blades welders. He's already done the these guys. As you can see, all nice and welded up there. That's the Equipo ones. And he's done the Phantoms. The next thing we have to do with these is check them after the weld to see if they've warped, which can happen when you put a lot of heat into stuff. So we have to chuck them onto, you have to excuse the mess, we're moving some machinery out onto this guy and spin them all up. Then if they're right, we'll clean up the barrels and take all the bolts out and prepare them for some colour. Okay, that's a good one. We're going to use Scotch-Brite on here, and that gives off aluminium dust, so the last thing you want is that stuff in your lungs. Just smacking these apart now. There was a couple of the Techno Phantoms, those 2 that were wobbly at the start. They need to go but just a little bit out. We like to get them below or around about, run out wise about 0.5 millimetre, if that. I mean, your tyres are going to be lumpier than that anyway, but we like to get them as straight as possible. So yeah, about below 0.5 millimetre, 0.5 millimetre is about right. And we run it through there just with the dial indicator that you've seen us use over on the lathe. Yeah, so now we're just pulling them apart. The trick here is you pull them apart from the back so that the bolt doesn't fall down and damage the lip. Boom, you know, just these little dings and stuff like that. You know, these have quite a sharp edge on, especially when they've been ground down for some reason. Yeah. So we'll pull all of these out, and then we'll be over to the sticking up table where we tape them all up ready for powder coat. These ones are easy. This is black, satin black. Machine the top of the spokes off, Bob's your uncle. You all know of my love of recycling things. Well, this guy here used to be a mount for a dial indicator, and it's adjustable and you can do whatever with it, you know, and then tighten it back up again, and it's got a magnetic base. So off, on, which is great in a machine shop because you've got all the stuff. So what we've done is recycled it into a camera mount. So we can stick it up on places like up here, looking down at the welding table, and onto vices and onto lathes and all sorts of stuff. Very handy gizmo. Alrighty, that's it for that episode. The next episode we'll be prepping them for before we put some colour on them, which is a bit of a boring job. I'll try and make it exciting, but it's not going to be, okay? I'll warn you in advance, but yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Hello. Why the bike's here? Because we've made a lot of room upstairs. I've decided that that's where the new place to look. I don't really have room for them in my garage, and I have a new upwardly mobile bike elevation device in the form of a ute crane, which I can just pick them up onto that little mezzanine there, push them through the door, and bingo, rather than trying to lug them up those stupid stairs. I'm back after about a week of enjoying the comforts of spicy flu. Since I've been gone, stuff has arrived. Overnight parts from Japan and some this stuff which is just local. And because I'm the only one that works here now, they're not opened yet. I do like opening presents, shipments, boxes and stuff. I actually know what all of them are, but we'll get there. Nice. XR4 caps. So all I've got to do now is give them a bit of a clean up, check the size, and powder coat them. Next! Headlight for the van. Why? I'll show you. The ones that are on it, you see that green tinge? Somebody sprayed them with some green sparkly stuff, and I've tried sanding it off. It took a bit of time. As you can see, they feel crap, but like, how much better? And these were not expensive. 82,000 kilometres on the car apparently, but oh, it's already got LED lights in it. I'm going to swap them over to make things easier for myself. There's the other one, 82,000. I think they both came off the same car. I just looked for the shiniest ones that I could see on Yahoo Auctions. Now these I bought, but I've since changed my mind. Clear side lights for the Cappuccino, but having looked at the stuff at the Viper pictures, the orange goes better with the red anyway. It just about fades into the colour. So I can't really find orange lenses. One of the lenses has fallen off, so I've put an orange bulb in there. But yeah, I can't really find the orange lenses. So all right, so that's that. It's a towel brace where the seatbelt mounts. It braces those, but it throws these little, you know, roll-bar-y things in that go behind the driver's and passenger seat. Makes it look a little bit cool, but it's basically just a lightweight brace. Not big enough to be a mousetrap and mousetrap your head. You remember we got the ones, I think you can still see it up there? No. Up there on the back of the shelf is the other one that I got that turned out to be for an MX-5. I think if we polish this up a little bit, it should be okay. It's only very lightweight, you know. It's not a safety device, just to stiffen up the chassis, where the doors sort of across the chassis there to stiffen things up. We've already got a front strut brace. They are a pretty flimsy little car, so you know anything like this is going to help. You really do notice it when you take the roof off. You get some scuttle shake over bumpy roads, so that roof does make quite a bit of difference clamped into place. So yeah, anyway, let's go and put it on. Oh no, we can't, because it's not here. Why is it not here, you may ask? You may ask, you may ask. That's because it's around getting some paint. Good job. Headlights. To one of our famous viewers, g'day Dan. Wasabi Cars, well worth watching. He comes here and finds some really good stuff. But yeah, good quality headlights. A damn sight better than the ones that are in there, so yeah, cool. Just to give you a bit of a look at these side by side, admittedly this has done over 200,000 Ks, but still, like, watch these. Parkers, admittedly the new one has an LED, but like, come on, really? Turn the main beams on. I can see in the reflection in the window already. Yeah, that's a big difference. Get stuck in and put the other one in, eh? Even just the headlights by themselves put in, I mean, that makes the front end of the car look much sort of newer, just having not crappy old faded headlights. Here's the thing though, I used to sort of hop in the van in the morning and I've got the fog light set to just come on with the ignition on because the headlights are so terrible. So I'd flick them on like that and then turn the headlights on. Sometimes it'd just be, have it fart around my driveway, so I'd only put them on parkers. And I'd be halfway up the freeway because I didn't realise that the actual headlights weren't on because they weren't much brighter than the fogs. Now though, so you're gonna notice that. And like, that was from memory, I think a little less than 200 bucks for two headlights, landed, all of 10 minutes to put them in. Bargain. And they came with the LED parkers in them. That was just an unexpected bonus. So yeah, job well done.